After this video, you will know how to pass guard and triangle choke like a female BJJ black belt. So you know these technique details are going to be extra savage and extra sneaky. You'll also learn a high-level gi guard and why I've nicknamed Erica Dawn the Black Widow. Hello, my name's Crystal. If you've watched more than one of my videos, I welcome you to subscribe so you can be part of the 5K OG group because we're almost up to 5K. Here are key guard passing tips to help you pass guard using techniques like this Toreando guard pass. Tip number 1, pass. You must get past their knees. So focus here on knee control and the push-pull knee control timing with your footwork. Push in the knees, then pull as you take your first step to their waist, keeping your weight on the foot near their waist as you step in your outside foot. Your outside foot does not hold your weight. This guard passing drill is great because when you go live, you can get sneaky by faking a pass on one side, then passing on the other side. For example, fake left, then pass right, or even fake left, fake right, then pass left. Another key tip, once you control the knee to get past it, you must put something there quickly to block it or else they will regain guard.
When I go for my knee, I love knee and belly, and I was even telling Kayla, like, I love knee and belly as a woman because, like, I'm going with the big guys. Sometimes I'm gonna have to outwit the strength, and for me, it's like getting them to kind of like change directions. So I utilize the knee on belly a lot. Like, I love knee on belly.
Let me introduce Erica to you. Erica Dawn is a BJJ black belt who trains in LA. She traveled to the Boston area to hold 2 jiu-jitsu seminars at our gym. Her female-only jiu-jitsu seminar was very practical and useful for beginners, and I put her name in the description so you can look her up. During the seminar, I asked her what her first move was that she did live during rolling. She said after being dominated by spider guard during a jiu-jitsu competition as a white belt, it created a burning desire. She was like, what was that? I have to learn that. And eventually she could use a spider guard sweep on even the biggest guys at her gym. So we'll cover that later in the video because if you get caught in the Black Widow's web, baby, the Black Widow, she eats. That's my nickname for her, most definitely. Here she is explaining a second guard pass technique she used on Laura that is super simple and brutally effective.
I'm like, I'm not pressure passing. I'm gonna like go around this. But really, literally, all I did was I came here with this cross grip, and I yanked it up, and I stepped to a knee on belly. That was it. I was like, okay.
Oh, that was unexpected.
Yeah, but so simple, very like underutilized. And how I like to start a lot of matches, if I'm like playing this patty cake and getting kind of annoyed, I'll literally just come here. If I can get a sleeve, even better. Open them up.
Is there a nogi version? Can you like hook the ankle?
Yeah, you can hook the ankle. So with that one, it's more of like a leg drag style. It's come here. Yeah. Yeah. So simple.
I like that.
So simple, but it's like it works. It
like
really works.
It's just
yeah.
like a yank something.
And it even works down here too.
So there's music playing in the background. So let's continue with the commentary so we don't get copyrighted. It does take time to create these videos. So if you're watching and found the information useful, I welcome you to become part of this channel's jiu-jitsu community. This leg drag type of pass is new to me. I typically prefer to pressure pass to side control. So you'll find these next tips very useful when learning this move.
Yeah.
Same side.
Same side.
Okay.
Yeah. Boom, knee on belly. And then make sure that outside foot is posted. So that's how you're gonna get your balance. Yeah, there you go. And like with the knee on belly, it's not like perfectly straight. Like this leg is like all the way straight. I don't have a lot of give.
Next time I roll, I'm definitely making it a point to get more time using knee arm belly, which will probably give me opportunities for side control escape and regaining guard practice, because baby, there's lipstick on the pig, but that pig ain't winning any prizes. My posted leg needs a bend at the knee so I can ride any type of escape. This is the nogi guard passing version of the technique. Instead of gripping gi pant, grip the inside ankle of the near side leg. In other words, grip the closest leg with your same side hand as the foot you are first stepping with to their waist. I'm saying step to their waist during this commentary intentionally because sometimes we're told to step to their hip. Technically, you have more of an advantage if you step deeper next to the imaginary belly button equator line, because that gets you further past the knees, which means a millisecond more time to win the battle of the knees and get your knee to their belly before they can get their knee in to regain guard.
I'm a pop star, not a doctor. I'm a pop star, not a doctor. Calling my phone like I'm locked up non-stop. From the plane to the helicopter, yo. Cops pulling up like I'm giving drugs out, nah. I'm a pop star, not a doctor. Calling my phone like I'm locked up non-stop. From the plane to the helicopter, yo. Cops pulling up like I'm giving drugs out, nah. I'm a pop star, not a doctor. Calling my phone like I'm locked up non-stop. From the plane to the helicopter, yo. Cops pulling up like I'm giving drugs out, nah. I'm a pop star, not a doctor. Calling my phone like I'm locked up non-stop. From the plane to the helicopter, yo. Cops pulling up like I'm giving drugs out, nah. I'm a pop star, not a doctor. I'm a pop star, not a doctor. I'm a pop star, not a doctor.
Here is Laura doing the gi version of this guard pass.
Make this here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out, boys. That's Nike boys hopping our goose. This shit way too big. When we pull up, give me the loot. Was off the Remy, had a back boost. Had to hit my old down, to duck the news. 4-hour lockdown, we made no moves. Now it's 4 a.m. and I'm back up popping with the crew. I just landed in Chase B mixes pop like Jamba Joe's. Different color chains, see my jeweler really selling fruits. And they joking, man, know the doctors wish it wasn't no. Someone said,
Play up the keys.
someone said, this shit way too formal, y'all know I don't follow suit. Stacy Dash, most of these girls ain't got a clue. All of these.
Next is a great drill to practice guard retention.
Yeah, here, okay? So what we're gonna do is the outside foot is the one that I'm using to create the distance from this leg. The inside leg, I actually don't want to put it on the floor to use my hip escape, because now look, it's all, all this space is open. So really, I'm gonna keep the outside foot down, inside leg up. I'm gonna frame on your shin. I'm gonna use this outside foot to hip escape, and I come in here shin to shin. So now even if you're driving forward, like I have a little bit of a barrier here, which buys me some time, top leg is gonna reach over here for the stomach and the hip area, and I'm gonna pull myself back to square. So then you come this way, or I'm sorry, this way. So throw, outside foot is down, inside foot is up. I'm gonna frame, hip out, come in here shin to shin, outside foot comes to the hip, and then I circle back. Okay?
All of these made off records I produce. I might take all my exes and put them all in a group. Hit my essays, I need the booch. About to turn this function to final room. Told her I've been, you coming too. In the 305, treat me like I'm Uncle Luke. Had to slot the top off, it's just a roof. She said, where we going? And I said, the moon. We ain't even make it to the room. She thought it was the ocean, it's just a pool. Now I gotta open, it's just a ghost. Who put it together? I'm the glue. Someone said, shorty face got me out the blue. Someone said, someone said.
Astro. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, hey. She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. 13 hours till I land, had me out like a light, ay, like a light, ay, like a light. Ay, slept through the flight, ay, not for the night. Ay, 767, man, double bedroom, man. I still got scores to settle, man. I crept down the block, made a right, cut the lights, made a price, think it's sweet, it's on sight, nothing nice, Vegas in my ice, Jesus Christ, check sober stripes, that's what I like, that's what we like, lost my respect, you're not a threat, when I shoot my shot, that shit wetty like on Shaq, see the shots that I took, wet like on Brooke, wet like on Lizzie, I be spinning valley circle blocks till I'm busy, like where is it?
They keep that on like I say, you know, like, yeah, it's absolute, yeah, I'm back with Boo, it's lit, got Ferrari, Jamba Juice, yeah, we back on the road, they jumping up, no parachute, yeah, shorty in the back, she say she working on the glutes, yeah, ain't by the book, yeah, it's how it look, yeah, got a check, yeah, just check the foots, yeah, pass this to my daughter, I'ma show her what it took, baby mama cover Forbes, got these other shook, yeah.
Touching base on those concepts that we worked yesterday is like you pushing on my knees, right? I'm like stripping this grip off. You're pushing on the knee, I'm stripping this grip off. As soon as you start to set up a pass and you're trying to pass the guard, I pull you in with the legs. Okay, never letting you set up what you want. Okay, I'm really always mindful of that when I'm working my guard. Now, spider guard, before I ever open, I make sure I got solid cuff grips. Okay, I burrito my fingers from the out.
To enter spider guard, first have to establish dominance from close guard, as Erica just explained. Then you can enter into spider guard by first establishing sleeve grips, then opening your guard. You'll later see how these grips are key for spider guard. The number one mistake here is going for the sweep off the jump. If you put your leg on the mat into a scissor sweep position, then they'll simply knee cut over it and then partially pass your guard to get into half guard. Keep your bottom leg actively around them like a K guard and not on the mat. The next detail that is super important and often messed up, as you'll see me do in about a minute, is your top leg position. If your top leg is between a 0 to 45 degree angle, even if you have the strength of Suzanne Summers, it will get smashed down and your guard will get passed. Erica shows how the correct knee placement is very powerful, as she uses it to control even larger, stronger people by extending her hip. Next, get your bottom leg in their elbow pit.
I'm gonna keep this shield up as I'm climbing into my spider. And if you notice, I'm all the way on my side already, so the bottom leg is gonna kick first. Can't do like a throw by pass. A lot of people, when they get their spider, they do it like this. Right now, you just grab my pants, and you're just gonna throw my leg over the top, boom, right? Because I'm on the wrong side of my ribs. So I want to be all the way over here. Now try to do that throw by pass, right? I'm like very heavy on this side. Then I can climb in. As soon as I'm gonna climb in, I'm gonna switch directions, forcing your weight to go to the other side.
From experience playing spider guard, the first thing they will do is strip your spider guard hand grips. You want to use these grips to kick out any slack in their arms so your fingers will feel it. Make sure you're doing finger mobility. Yes, finger mobility. It's all fun and games until a year later it looks like your knuckles have elephantitis and you have trouble returning gestures in Boston traffic.
Yes, nice. And that's forcing her to really have to focus on her weight distribution, because you're slamming her over this way, and then when you pedal and you're bringing her over this way.
Here are the key steps. Try to recall the steps as you watch this. Get grips, open guard, active bottom leg around their waist, correct knee shield position, keep tension on the top leg, kick out bottom leg, transition to the other side to finish with a sweep or triangle, which are up next.
Never see me. I push a Lamborghini, choose your magic like Houdini. I go hard in the I go hard in the
Ride with the mob, Alhamdulillah. Check you and me, and do your job. Berg is the name, then Baller did the chain. Torno for the watch. Resi plain Jane.
Eat a Barbie. Eat a Barbie. Eat a Barbie. Creamy versus teeny. Yes, I told him to get titles, so he stream me when he leave me. I go hard in the booth. Biggie vibes, give me the loot. I'm a classy millionaire. Bitches ain't got the coupe. COUTH.
Here is the scissor sweep finish, this spider guard sweep. I'm telling you, this is the easy part. The most difficult part is maintaining spider guard to get to the sweep while they fight to pass and strip your grips. So definitely watch the previous chapter.
I go hard in the booth. Biggie vibes, give me the loot. I'm a classy millionaire. They ain't got the coupe.
Ride with the mob, Alhamdulillah. Check you and me, and do your job. Berg is the name. Baller did the chain. Torno for the watch. Prezi plain Jane.
I'ma explain why you probably never see me. I push a Lamborghini, choose your magic like Houdini. I go hard in the
This is my favorite part. I love matching and pairing moves, so their defense to your move sets up your attack. Here is a beautiful example of that. You go for the spider guard sweep. They post to defend against getting swept, and boom, triangle. This same principle is also seen in other guard sweeps or sweeps from guard. Like you go to fan sweep, they post, and you triangle off of that. Here is more drilling of the spider guard triangle off the spider guard sweep, and I'll see you at the end of this drill session.
You said you died for me, give to me, give to me. I want you live for me, give to me.
was so great spending time with you. If you enjoyed watching, I welcome you to subscribe so we can be friends. Just know where you are in your jiu-jitsu journey or in any fitness or lifestyle journey. It's right. It's right where you need to be. A black belt and any skill in life is a white belt who just kept on taking steps. So just remember, everything is always working out for you. Your skill is growing each and every day. Keep training, keep showing up, and until next time, I love you. Mwah.